Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome back to another hopefully nice and relaxed, but also very exciting Wingspan game, because this is my first game of the top 8 match of the Wingspan World Cup 25. This is my opening hand. That is the tray. Looks like we can ignore the tray for the time being. I got a bunch of star nest birds here, which could work well with a side selection expert. I got a very nice early game bonus card bird. Another nice bonus card bird, which would go well with the other bonus card that says only grub eating birds. Although I assume that it's more likely to get higher points with the other bonus card. Clark's Creep is also quite a decent early game bird. Oriole is also nice for the 9 points it gives. Kinda like to have all of these cards. Unfortunately, the drawback is if I take all of these, I cannot play the Oriole as my first bird, which is, however, a price that I'm willing to pay, I guess. The bird feeder looks fine, so I can also just play the Oriole later. Also, I mean, it's not important to use that effect early on because it's symmetrical. So yeah, I will just keep these. One grub. Use the side selection expert. Try to build columns of matching nests and see what happens. Right, so opponent has made their choices. Well, it's quite the opposite of what I did. Only one bird and lots of food. I think I will want to go first with a grebe and do one card draw action and see if I maybe find something better as first forest bird than California condor. If I don't, I will also have the option to discard useless cards to gain extra food. If that is the option. Opponent is drawing more cards, drawing the small bird of prey. That's fine by me. Don't want any of these, I guess. I mean, Star Nest is attractive, but it's this kind of bird I will potentially regret not having it later, but I don't need it in the early game, so I'd rather look for something else. I do like Rook, like a lot. Kia is also pretty decent. God, it will be kind of difficult to find something to discard here. Alright, what's the worst card in my hand? So Rook is only good when I have a ton of food, which might be provided at some point by the Oriole. Kia and Little Bustard are also pretty nice birds. I think I will not keep both Kia and Little Bustard because they don't provide what I want to have right now. I think I will just keep the Kia for later. I do have a lot of bonus card birds already, so Kia might be the bird that I need to dig for the insanely busted endangered species preserver later. So I have not found any early game forest birds. I will make another attempt. What's with all the bonus card birds and star nest birds? Oh wow, that's a nicey. Right, I will still part with the zebra finch. The yellow-headed blackbird is nice. That gives me options 4 egg supply, which I don't really have so far. What I do here? More good birds. Pretty much into gaining food and playing birds now. I don't think I want to use another action, because Vireo does require an extra egg to play the bird, so that's kind of difficult. So I could discard a card now to gain 2 Nectar to immediately be able to play the Baltimore Oriole. But that would mean I would have to part with one of my cards, which is not a perspective I like, because all of the cards are very nice. So I think it's rather play the Condor and see what we find here. Yes! Oh yeah! There it is! That means I need to be very careful about my opponent playing Indian Vulture and Great Adjutant, because that would be exactly the same twist that happened in the last championship match. Refer to previous videos. Where I won with 3 points margin because I was able to copy my opponent's endangered species preserver, which is just... Okay, so I have a pretty simple game plan here. I will mainly gain food, play bonus birds, draw some extra cards, and produce eggs on the way. First and foremost, I need to gain food and play the... I think it will be Bellsvirio, so I can have 2 birds for this round goal. I guess that's the maximum that I will be able to get. Play lay eggs, yeah. I won't have more than 2. Opponent is probably also going to end up at 2. Well, maybe 3 if they have a cheap option. I think they have picked the play an extra forest bird. Which means nothing actually, because they would need to lay eggs as well before being able to use it, and the burying owl that they also pick cannot go into the forest, so... I mean, it's possible that they will end up at 3 stick nest birds with eggs, but it will be quite a stretch for them as well, due to limited amount of actions, food, and egg laying power. Okay, so my next bird is going to be Bellsvirio in the grassland. Then laying eggs on these 2 birds. And then I have 1 spare action, which I think I will use for gain food that involves berries and or wheat. Purple Martin. Nice one. Ooh. Both are very interesting. I'm not sure which one is easier. I mean, this one will be 3 points for free, basically. This one will also be 3 points for free. I think this one is actually better, because my next forest bird will be a star nest bird, and it's not unlikely to end up at 4 types. I think it's slightly more likely that I end up at 4 types here than with 4 berry eaters for the other one. Might be wrong though, not sure. I mean, both cards gave me 3 points. Sacrificing potential. I mean, it's also not impossible to end up at 5 types, so, and that's something that the other bonus card cannot do, so I think that's fine. So, they laid eggs twice, but they have only 1 bird qualified for the round goal, so that's fine by me. I can get the food that I need for next turn. So there are some birds here that I don't really need. Well, what do I need? I would need my Oriole in play, my Blackbird in play, and need to dig for birds that give me food ideally. Brown-headed cowbird. Is that something that I need? Opponent is going to lay eggs quite a lot, given the last round goal, so would be interesting, but birds without nest type are not that good for me, so I'd rather start this one. To improve my card draw skills. Secondary task is play Baltimore Oriole. Think I will do the card drawing first, because I would still prefer a cheap forest bird that gives me extra food. That's quite far away from that. That could be interesting for the late game. I'm not spending resources because I don't have that many, so tucking one here. Ooh, another one. Sweet. Yeah, can I use the bobolink? Will I use the rook? I think now I won't use the rook anymore because it's quite clear that I will do my will cater for my ham and eggs in the wetlands. Did I just flip an Eastern Imperial Eagle and Northern Goshawk? Did I miss them? Ah, now they use this one, I'm pretty sure. I would have noticed. There is my cheap forest bird that gives extra food, and it costs 1 berry, which I have. Think this means count me in. There is all my berry eating birds for the bonus card that I didn't pick. Yeah, these 2 for the time being. Tucking 1. Oh, there is another one. Interesting. So, I think I want to keep the bobolink. It's a fun word to say. Because it will save me a lot of actions. Which means that I will not keep the red-bellied woodpecker, because the fruit dove is the better source of extra food. I think. I mean, it's symmetrical. I will also give my opponent free stuff. I will drown my opponent in berries, which they can feed to the Eastern Imperial Eel if they want. Yeah, I like the fruit of because all the berries are very useful for the Kia and to get the Oriole on the board. It's a setup where I can really use the extra berries. And it has also it's got a nest type that I don't have in the forest, which improves my chances of getting nice points over here. So meet me at the wishing well. What do I want to have? Cup nest bird in the forest that gives me extra bonus cards. The Ryebill that gives me back my discarded berry bonus card. Of course, the Great Indian Bustard to make like 18,000 points out of the Endangered Species Protector. Blue-Grey Netcatcher, yeah, that was the forest bird that I was hoping to find at some point. Right, let's go for the food. How many and which birds will I play? Potentially one, and potentially this is going to be the Baltimore Oriole, so I don't have that many cards, so I'm not spending any extras here. I can play the Blackbird and the Oriole, actually. If I play this with Nectar, it would be quite the nicety for my round goal as well, so let us potentially do so. End up at 7 this way. Magpie Lark is the one that lets them play another grassland bird for the cost of forest eggs in the game end. So Black Redstart, Common Cuckoo. This is not what I really want. Oh, miss something here. Kind of screwed my site selection expert for the second column, but I think this is potentially not super dramatic. Right, I need to find some extra cards. I think it would be great to have a Nectar to discard to get extra cards, so try to find one. Success. Maybe could use wheat. Flood the game with berries. So yeah, there's still nothing that I really urgently want, so nope. Probably nope. Protest. There is my forest cup nest bird that could have some use. Ooh, that's slightly more useful, I suppose. scrolled into the trivia. None of my birds that I have in my hand really help me with the site selection expert, which is a bit sad. So I need to think what to do here. Game's not going to last forever, so I'll probably just play Kia for 3 food. Also, Kia in the forest is not super great. Also for the other bonus card. Kia with not that much food is not a big problem, because I have the Abbot's Booby to get rid of stuff. I think I will go draw cards first. Interesting. It's remarkable how many Starnest birds can draw. I think spending 1 egg for an extra card is fine. Alright, that's not the bird that I'm looking for. Neither is this, although it has a star nest. Probably also not going to play the Osprey. Alright, Emerald Dove is interesting. Another play me, gain 4 eggs. And I do have the food lying around, that's pretty neat. I mean, for this round it's better to play the Bobolink, because it puts eggs on my Starnest birds, which is relevant for all the following round goals, including this one. So opponent also has like 4 cup nests. I have 1, 2, 3, 5. So yeah, this round should ultimately result in me playing Bobolink. So playing Kia, 2 eggs, playing... no, it doesn't work. I will gain food now. There's no time frame to play the Kia before. There is stuff that I need, and the rest is fine. We'll just keep on flooding players with berries. Question would be... can I play another ground nest bird before playing the bauble? The puffin. Sweet. That means that they will have 5 for the round goal as well, which is a little bit regrettable. play another one of these birds first, then I lose the... I empty one of those. This does not work, so I have to play the bubbling first. Use this egg. Play all of these. And be part of the game. Then I can play another bird. Now using the eggs of Condor and Bobolink because they don't matter for any of the round goals. I could also just play the Emerald Dove in the last spot here. Producing extra eggs, or just play the Kia here. Spending my berries to find stuff and improve my gain food actions. Actually, I will only keep one bonus card. And I will want to discard something for the booby anyways, I guess. So I'll probably not discard too much. Is it safe that I play there? Don't think it is safe. Yeah. I'm swimming in berries. I'll try to find something here. That's a 7-point bonus card. Let's take this one. So 4, 9, 3. Yeah, there's a 4 and a 3. The 3.1 might turn into a 5.1 still. This one might also. Yeah, there will be a worst bonus card in my hand once I play the booby, if I play the booby. So there's a tie here. Okay, there's nothing in the tray that's of any interest. Gaining food means tons of berries, which is good. All birds in my hand are still of interest, so I'll just do this. Then I can get food another time and just play the 3 birds from my hand. And hope to have a really nice bonus card game. Yeah, I think I will just gain food now. So, how much food is this? 7. This is way enough to play everything that I need, so this is can be skipped now. That's a misclick. This is what we want. And this is fine, I guess. To spend this egg. Got 3 birds for this round goal, I think. Yeah, opponent has 4, so I will lose this round goal, but I think it's fine. I didn't invest anything, or I didn't invest much in winning the other one, so that's going to be fine. So, got 4 nectar left, yeah, so the rest is pretty straightforward. Just play this one, find another 8-point thingy. So, this is going to be 15 points, which is insane. Even if my opponent finds some copy bonus card birds, it's not going to be that bad, because they don't have as many. Alright, so I will still keep my round goal relevant thingies. Alright, that's easy. Discard this and this. That's a nice bonus card score. 5, 20, 23, 30, 38, 42. 42 on bonus. Oh, and we tied for the round goal. And opponent is playing something at the end that is going to be the Eastern Imperial Eagle. Yep. So, how did we do nectar-wise? Not good, I fear. I know, this is my opponent's board. We did quite well, actually. So, let's see what we did. I'm pretty confident that our bonus cards will get us miles ahead. Like... Alright, that's a nice head start. 27 points plus. That's the highest margin I ever had. And of course it's due to this stupid bonus card. Well, that puts me in a nice position. Let's hope that I can confirm this performance in the second game. And be sure to tune in again for the second match, which will be released a few days after you see this video. And yeah, thanks again for being part of this exciting journey in the Wingspan World Cup, and see you around.